Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Say More, the cozy Valentine's Day edition. Yes, that's right. Do not adjust your screens. I'm here in the softest robe I own, giving you the perfect tune for the holiday. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Honeychild, and I am a Philly-based singer, musician, songwriter, and I am here presenting Say More, a series where I get a chance to go back in time and reflect on some of the very first projects, recorded projects specifically, that I put out as Honeychild back in 2018. Now, I don't want to talk too much because I'm excited to get into today's song. We are at the final song of my 4-track EP I put out on SoundCloud in 2018 called I. The song is called Feisty, and like we usually do, I'm going to be listening to this tune for the first time in a long time, and then I'm going to come back and we'll chat about it. So this is Feisty. I'm going to pull it up, and I hope that y'all enjoy this. And as I keep telling you all, if you want to revisit the tune, I will most certainly make sure that I put it in the comments, in the description, so that you can hear it for yourselves. Okay. Here is Feisty.
I think I'm in trouble. I got to flirting and it wasn't subtle. Baby, don't mean to burst a bubble. A lot of steps to climb to reach my level. Falling, yeah, it's possible, but I'm stalling, reading the crucible. It's hard, I'm just not used to you. I'm usually not the one to act a fool. Hold up, wait a minute. I'm not saying that I'm fully in it. All I'm saying, and I'll admit it, if it's a game, I'm really trying to win it. I'll run the bases, but I got my limits. Took too many hits that got me dodging gimmicks. Still don't get it, old wounds still licking. Hard to find the treat when everybody tricking. You want us, you want we, you want the part of me that make me. I can see you wanna be my everything, but everything ain't really how it's supposed to be. I want us, but don't know how to say. You try to ask me in another way. Round two, I'm still your girl, you're still my boo. Ooh wee, can't believe it's true. Little names that I answer to. You found your nest and now you wanna coup. I'm warming up and trying to keep my cool, but like the wind I thought you blow through, taking everything that don't belong to you. To why my waist deep in the rubble, cold red got me thinking I'm in trouble. Nothing in the way and I still stumble. You a catch and I still fumble. With you it's like I hit the daily double. Never met a beauty that could be so humble. Honestly, never seemed easy, so I gotta keep it simple. You want us, you want we, you want the part of me that make me. I can see you wanna be my everything, but everything ain't really how it's supposed to be. I want us but don't know how to say. You try to ask me in another way. Slow it down, slow it down. You asking for another round, another round. It's hard for me to come around and put it down. It's hard to fall when I always seem to sink and drown. I said slow it down, slow it down. I'll call you when I'm back in town, back in town. Yes. Take you out for another round, another round. And I'll listen as you promise me I'll never drown. You want us, you want we, you want the part of me that make me. I can see you wanna be my everything, but everything ain't really how it's supposed to be. I want us but don't know how to say. You try to ask me in another way.
Yes. So that is Feisty. And as I mentioned, it is the fourth and final track to my EP/mixtape project called I that I put out back in 2018. Now, you were listening to another Jae Rich production, and I remember this for a few reasons. Some of you might be fans of the artist Feist. I'm a big Feist fan, and so you might recognize the sample from How Come You Never Go There. And that's one thing that caught my ear. But the other piece of it is that this song is in 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And so that's not usual, kind of like time 3 waltzy. That's usually what we associate. But when it comes to rapping in 3, you don't hear that a lot. And so Jay produced this beat, took that sample from Feist, and also put it in 3. If I'm not mistaken, I think the original song is in 3, and I believe this was like his own challenge to like write a beat that was in 3, stretch outside of like the usual 4/4 and going for the 3. So right away, I'm really, really proud of myself for rapping in 3/4. I must say. But okay, so I mentioned that this is like the cozy Valentine's Day episode, and you might have listened to the song and been like, well, a lot of that's not super romantic. And honestly, I don't disagree with you. This was at the beginning, I had someone in mind when I wrote this, and this was at the beginning of, the honeymoon period. But for me, as somebody that, I have quite a bit of anxiety, this song is really about those sort of like anxious thoughts when you're approached by like a new crush or new love or something along those lines. So that's really the theme of the song. I don't want to define it too much. I just want to tell y'all where I was at. Once things are released out into the world, it really is up to the listener to like define what it is. So this is not me like, this is just simply me putting the picture of where I was at back in 2018 with new love. And all the complicated feelings that come with it. And so, right off the bat, the chorus, you want us, you want we, you want the parts for you to make me. I can see you want to be my everything, but everything ain't really how it's supposed to be. That's the story of somebody that's like, I want to go there, but I am so afraid to go there because of all the things that have been said about love, because of all the things that have been said about dating and being with somebody. So that's like 2018 Honey Child with a lot of anxiety, just wanting to tell the story of like this push and pull of love, basically. And, once y'all see this, it'll be the day after Valentine's Day. But Valentine's Day is a great period where we get to like question our, like the images that we see around love. And romance. And I'm somebody, I like to pride myself on being a little bit of a romantic, but not too much in like the grand gesture of it all. But when it comes to Honey Child as a project, I really go toward vulnerability and really trying to tell my story from a very vulnerable place. And so that's very much where we're coming at this song, as you can hear. Some of the other things that strike me about this, there's a lot of, I think a lot, it's funny listening back to this, and thinking just like how I am in my everyday life. Like I'm somebody that's like I said, I consider myself to be a romantic, but I don't consider myself to do like huge romantic gestures. I think my version of love, and it can be love for my craft, love for, friends, family, platonic love for the work that I do, love on like a global scale, whatever. Like I'm talking like the general love, not even just the romantic love. But I think it comes from a place of feeling that love should be part, work. It takes a lot of work and a lot of care. I think the way I feel about love, and even since thinking about this song in 2018, thinking about how much the feeling around love, like the definitions around love and my experiences with love have shifted. Around this time, I wrote this with my current partner in mind. And so we are 6 years strong now, and that's the longest relationship I've ever been in. And so clearly that has shaped and shifted my views around love and what it means to really show up for somebody. And like I said, I can apply that to my career. I can apply that to friendships. I can apply that to love for family members, love for community, so on and so forth. This song, of course, is going toward like a romantic love kind of sense. But just letting y'all know that's where my head was at then. And since it's been like a beautiful journey of learning what love is for me. And so I'm not going to pick apart the lyrics too much, but I do want to talk about the performance just a little bit and say what I said last time, which is I think the way I'm like performing this song is so interesting to listen back because I'm performing it in a way I think I would do differently now. Like I think I would try to bring my voice down to this like natural low register and really like apply that to the whole performance. I love the animation that I put in this, and I love the way that the lyrics have this like animated feel to it, this like energy behind it, and then working with Jae to do things like the little sound effects like the ding ding round two, da 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 da, like putting stuff like that in the production is really what I think a writer or a rapper or a singer, when they're working with a producer, there should be that conversation between the two, that they implement the production to enhance the words that you wrote to the song. So I really love listening back and hearing some of those elements. This used to be a song that I loved to perform. It's so like jaunty, if that's the correct word I'm looking for. But it's got this upbeatness, even though the lyrics seem like they're coming from a place of cynicism. It's like the sonic backdrop of it is telling like an upbeat, hopeful story. And I think that's how I feel about love and relationships and romance and so on and so forth, is that I think there's always going to be that internal voice that is saying like this could go left at any moment, the shoe is going to drop at any moment, that's certainly there. But I think with Honey Child and this project, there's always that juxtaposition of what I'm saying and what's sonically happening. So you have to really listen to the lyrics. The lyrics are going to say something and the music's going to say something different. But when you put it all together, you're getting a story that feels very, I think, authentic to my experience. So I will leave it at that for today and just say, again, if you want to revisit Feisty, I will put the SoundCloud link in the description. And next week, we are starting a series of a bunch of singles that I put out, both on SoundCloud and later on Bandcamp. But we are going to stay in 2018 with another track, and you'll have to tune in next week for another episode of Say More to learn what that is. Thank y'all so much. See you next time.